Welcome back to Let's Keep It 100 podcast. This is like a brand new time for us. I'm like kind of still sleeping, y'all. Just left the gym, a little tired right now.
Left me.
Yeah, man. Got my man Marcus the Bottom in here, a.k.a. Brian off BMF.
Can you please tell him I don't look like him? This is not funny, Brian.
He said, I don't care what it is. I just want Meech.
I do not look like him.
We have like a very, very special guest. I know we usually lead off with like rad shit and y'all think y'all gonna get a certain look from us, but we switching it up today.
Doing much better.
We have a author, a poet, a podcaster, a relationship expert, and just an overall good vibe so far today. Maui the writer.
Yeah,
That's what I
thank
can
you
call
for having me.
Thank you for coming. We really appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. It's kind of hard. I should have called your stylist and your publisher. No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Look, so I was at the gym earlier, right? And I'm just having casual conversation. I'm telling my homie, yeah, we about to do a podcast today. He like, who coming on? I'm like, the girl Maui, the poet. He said, yeah, I don't like her. So like, is that normal? Like, do you usually like get bad reception from men? Because it's like you uplift women, so a lot of men might feel like you shitting on them. But
Sometimes, like I remember me and my girlfriend, we went to the Fridays on City Line.
Mm-hmm.
Just a normal day of me minding my business. And some guy walked up and was like, I really don't like you. And I'm just like, oh,
shit.
okay. He was like, you saying all that shit on your page and my girl coming back. So I feel like now, before I definitely feel like the stuff I would say was biased and people already got that perception of me, but now like I'm really super neutral. So people that pay attention to me now, like I'm not on nobody's side. Like I do so much stuff uplifting black men and black families and like mental health that like y'all all need help on my page now. It's not me picking sides. So nobody should not like me no more. It should be all love when you see me.
It was always good vibes.
Yeah.
you know, most men, we just don't want that pressure. Nobody wants their girl to look at a Justin LeBoy post or there's already enough society pressure.
Right.
Then you got to deal with social media pressure, the bullshit of living up to these standards. Oh, well, Maui the poet said you should be doing this, and that, and you should.
Right.
Come on, baby. Like, I'm just, bitch, I just got a new job.
Right.
I was just laid off for 6 months. Give me some time.
And I don't feel like the goal was for me to have you going to your man and saying that. I feel like the goal was to let you know that what you feeling like, I felt like that too. Like there's other people that feel that way. Not to go curse your man out. Just to show you that like we all be feeling the same way. Like you ain't the only one going through that.
Right. So you gave it for your own perspective, but trying to help everybody else out too.
Yeah, like
basically.
I done went through the same thing you went through. Like,
They don't feel like that though.
I went through it back in the day, not no more.
Yeah, they said you had a good life. That's what they trying to say.
Well, I worked for it, so.
Well, now you know you got a big influence. You getting a lot of us guys cursed the fuck out. Cut off. Maui the poet said.
But some of y'all probably really deserve to be cut off.
Ooh.
Look at y'all. Look at the devious smirks. Look at the smirks y'all just had. Look at that. Yeah, so it must be true.
What you mean, like, deserve to get cut off?
Y'all know what I mean.
Keep
I feel
moving.
like maybe move over a little bit. Okay.
Right there.
Doing things where you playing with people, doing things where you making women feel unappreciated, not valuing people, not showing up the way you're supposed to. It's a couple things that you could be doing. Being a cheater, being a liar, being a manipulator. The list could go on of why you should get cut off.
Somebody told me that you created these two words, toxic narcissist.
No, I
I
didn't.
want you to define these words. These are words that I've never heard. I'm 31 years old. I've never heard these words. These two words, never heard them in my life. They said Maui, the writer or the poet, created toxic and narcissist. And that's kind of what you kind of just was saying a little bit, but go ahead.
I ain't create them words. Psychology has created them words. And let me give another disclaimer. I am in school for psychology. So when people feel like, who gave you an opinion? My professor did, okay? But toxic, when we got these type of shows and we see certain things on like social media, we think that it's okay and it's normalized because of how we grew up or because your mom and your dad used to get into the same thing and it's really not healthy. Like me being in a relationship with somebody that's gonna call me a bitch, call me out my name, like be super aggressive with me, that's toxic. And I may feel like it's normal because I watch my mom go through relationships like that.
Right.
Like those are not environments that make me feel good as a woman. Those aren't environments that I want to raise our children in. Or that's not the type of relationship where I would want you to be the father of my child. And just knowing that this doesn't make me feel good, and the relationship don't always gotta be toxic. How I talk to you could be toxic. Yeah. The type of girls that I hang around, my friendships could be super toxic. But anything that's encouraging bad behavior or bad emotions, like I don't feel like you should be around it. But again, like if you grew up like this, or you hang around people that encourage this behavior, you're gonna feel like it's okay.
You are what you hang around.
Right.
Yeah. I always say that though. It's like people, you go off your perception of how you live. Like you grew up, they be like somebody said, do girls be hoes? I said, they saw their mom bring 10 different guys in there.
Right.
So now they don't know no better. They're going from guy to guy to this, that, and the third. She want to lay her hair wherever she can. So I do believe that. That's true.
We're not going to give hoes a reason to be, an excuse to be hoes.
Hoes are fun.
That's just a trait that's passed down. You a hoe, you a hoe.
Hoes are fun.
Some people, I just feel like we just wasn't taught, like we wasn't taught how to value sex or our bodies and stuff like that. And we treat some, not me, but it's some women out here that treat themselves like objects
instead of a.
Like and that's another thing. Like we be so quick to talk shit about people or judge people on certain things. But if your life would have played out a little bit differently, you could have been a hoe, or you could have been somebody in jail. Had your life gone a different way, that could have been you too. Yeah. Like had I not had my mom and her instill certain things in me, 2 steps to the left, I could have been out here stripping, being a hoe, selling my ass, all types of stuff. Yeah. Like, so I try not to be too judgmental on people. Like, people done had hard ass lives.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's we be talking about this as well. Like, if you grew up in a loving home opposed to like growing up in survival,
right?
Like, we don't know like the backgrounds, and like I come from a loving mother. My pop wasn't always around, but I had like a great environment around me. My mom protected me. I ain't had to worry about no uncle trying to molest me and shit like that. Motherfuckers done been touched on. It's some people, the judge will get them a break, but they so fucked up, they won't even talk about the molestation or them like being tampered with. To get less of a sentence is so embarrassing. They like, fuck it, give me the 20 years. I ain't talking about that shit. It's motherfuckers that'll never tell nobody that. Like when Kevin Gates said that shit, he was touched on as a kid.
Right, and that was such a
like, strong, I feel like, man.
Such a good interview, the one that he did with Wallow and the one he did with Mike Tyson of talking about like being molested as a child and like you using it as a defense mechanism of feeling like you always gotta be hard and tough. But like you said, for you to know that you grew up on love, and I feel like I grew up on survival, and me trying to navigate my adult life and with the men that I want to be with, majority of the guys that a woman want to be in a relationship with and try to tie down, 9 times out of 10, he grew up on love. Okay. And he's not attracted to your masculine survival energy. Right. But that's what I'm showing up with because I only know how to protect myself. I only know that somebody is not going to show up for me.
That's a good point.
With that, like so you approaching a situation with your guard up. Kind of.
Right.
So like I be saying that as well as like, why do we let our past like fuck with our present? It's like, if you approaching a situation just being genuine, you genuinely like this person, why can't you like kind of let them in? You a grown woman, you've been around, so you can read good energy. I'm pretty sure it's hard for a guy to mask certain shit around a woman like you. You nigga can hide shit for up to about a month. After that, nigga, it's all coming out. I'm going to find something, motherfucker. So it's like, I'm sure you're a great judge of character, so like, why do you come off like that with this shield and this guard? I mean, we all do it because of our past.
Right.
But I'm trying to like stop that, so I want to know like...
So me, well, I love therapy. I done been in therapy. Like, I hold myself accountable. And I know, like you said, we adults. So it's but so much that I could hold on to how I grew up. Like, now that I'm navigating my own adult life, I can't just be blaming everything on something that happened when I was 5.
Right.
But with you not wanting history to repeat itself or to get hurt again, or like, it's so like, even what you said, like to be in courtroom and you could get a lesser sentence, it's so hard to be vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Like, it's so hard to come out like, you know what, I like you and I'm about to show up with just all my emotions and just hope that this turn out the best. It's so much easier to be on guard. Mm-hmm. Like, and that might not work. It might not benefit the relationship. It might not even have this relationship go where it's supposed to go. But the blow of this shit not working out is a little bit softer because I tried to protect myself. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's what everybody out here trying to do. Nobody want to get hurt and nobody want to be embarrassed.
Like, as a woman are just naturally a little softer than men.
Right.
How you think a man approach these situations? We really don't want to get hurt.
I literally
super guard up.
Y'all got y'all guard up, but y'all got y'all dick out. So I think that like I don't
It's
think
not always true.
I don't think that y'all approaching this situation talking about. I hope that she doesn't hurt me.
I do. My feelings mean a lot.
Yeah, well, you said we approaching the situation with our dick out. I hope she don't burn me. Like,
That
yeah. You
Do I
fucking
got
right.
Zakat with her?
And if y'all are showing up with like, I hope she don't hurt me. Like, I don't feel like y'all are showing up with us with these vulnerable emotions. Like, you know what? I've been hurt in the past, babe, and
Listen.
I'm really trying to take this slow.
You listen, you know what's crazy?
Like, y'all don't even believe
Yo,
that.
I have done that, and that shit has always backfired. I never.
Mark is a really nice guy.
I always
How has it
leave
backfired?
Because as soon as you tell somebody your feelings, it's like they step right over it. I have not. Listen, when you save a girl number, when you tell her your feelings, and you tell her everything you've been through, it's like they totally take all that shit in and then turn it on you. What they say, they reverse it. They give it right back to you. I'm like, but I just told you what I went through. I'm not going through this toxic shit.
That's the fucked up type of people in the world. I don't like them type of people
I feel
that
like
like
everybody's
use
like that now.
your flaws against you and just your missteps in life. Like, bitch, all right, I told you my uncle touched me as a little boy, and you go, pussy, you ain't do that to your fucking uncle. Bruh, girls will stoop to the lowest levels. And if I see, this is another thing, if I see any signs of this shit, and I be telling people, when people show you who they are, believe them.
100%.
Any of these signs, I'm not a forgiving person. I ain't forgiving and I ain't forgetting. I'm super petty. If you display any of this shit, I'm gonna save myself the headache. I'm out, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm not dealing with no disrespect. I pride myself on being a man's man, and nobody is gonna talk to me a certain way. Cause I don't talk to nobody crazy. I don't disrespect nobody.
And that's the
Right.
key right there. If I'm not calling you out your name, I'm giving you everything you need. I feel like I should be treated like a king. And just talk to me right. When I gotta hear you complaining about something, not even complaining, but you giving me backlash about something that don't even make sense. Like, I'm doing stuff I'm not even supposed to do.
Right.
So when I do something I'm supposed to do, you should be going beyond for me. I feel like, just give me that same respect. If I'm giving you 10 times more, give me 5.5.
Like, he do a lot. Like, he put a girl kid through daycare for a year.
I was the best stepdad
Paid
ever,
the girl daycare for you. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like a random girl.
I hate him. I never did no shit like that. I never did this shit.
I was about to say, wow, it was really generous.
Don't believe. I am a good guy though. Like, I take care of people's kids. I do all that. I do. Not now, but when
stepdaddy.
I didn't have a kid. I just had my daughter. My daughter about to be 3. But when I growing up and stuff, I always mess with kids. I used to hate that, but mess with kids. Girls was cool. I used to let a girl use my address so her son could go to a good school.
Oh,
Maui,
wow.
nice guy or sucker? Paying for daycare for a whole year.
I didn't pay for no fucking daycare.
You only suck if the feelings is not mutual.
Yeah,
Like, you see what I'm saying? If you're doing it for a girl and it's not mutual, and
I do it for my blessings though.
I hear you
feel like
talk
get
a lot
back.
about reciprocating energy.
right. And I feel like you can't ignore the signs when it's not being reciprocated. That's a lot to be doing for somebody that don't reciprocate at the level you want things to be reciprocated at.
Yeah, but when I go into a relationship or a situation, I'm going in there with thinking you want the same thing I want. And that's happiness. At the end of the day, that's what we're going for. So if this making you happy, you should be making me happy.
Right.
I shouldn't have to kiss your ass to make you happy. I feel like if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, it should all come together. Why are we making this a bigger issue than what it should be? If we all want, that's what we all want is happiness, love. Because a lot of us haven't been loved growing
Right.
up. So when you get that love, it's like you should take that in. A lot of people really don't know how to like accept that love. Like, I feel like, and it just I don't know, it just goes back.
I'm lovable though. And I don't think that, like, even with us women, we outnumber y'all. So the likeliness of you finding a good woman is way more likely than me finding a good man. Okay. So, like, you're going to find 10 girls that's going to text you, good morning, handsome. Did you eat today at lunch? Before I find one that's going to text me, good morning.
I ain't found one yet. I've been a little congested, you know, because I was trying to be cute with a jean jacket on the other day. Got a little, you see, I got the tissues and shit. I ain't get one. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, I'm sick. I ain't get one text. Oh, you need some soup?
And if that's the case, then now I got to reevaluate, like, the people that I'm talking to right now.
That's what I did, and now
So when
everybody done.
Well, we dating and we getting to know people because our generation, we move way too fast. That's for one.
Why you
Like,
say that now? What you mean by that? We move too fast on what
Y'all
aspect?
I like fast girls. Go ahead.
y'all move too fast.
Who, the guys or the girls? Or both?
Y'all both, if I'm moving fast, it ain't like you're going to tell me, no, stop. I'm not like that. Like, you're going to move fast with me. Like, if I'm trying to give you something, you want to catch it.
No,
like,
I just told a girl, no, come on, man. Like,
It's not.
I can't do
Sometimes
this right now.
you gotta be in the mood.
you said, I can't do it right now. And how did that make her feel?
She wanted them more.
She said, I want it in me. Oh, there it go right there. Now,
I got a weak mind.
I ain't that strong. Yeah, I'm a weak-minded motherfucker. I had to do what I did.
I feel like in the process of people dating, like what you said with reciprocation, and in order for you to end up with somebody that you are really compatible with, in the process of dating, you should be talking to more than one person. Why are you making that face? I'm not having sex with nobody.
You said in the process.
In the process. Okay. Go ahead. No, finish.
If I'm dating, okay, in my opinion, I have great qualities that people are looking for. Okay. Why would I prematurely commit to somebody that's not sure that they want to be with me when I can date 3 people and end up with who I'm most compatible with?
No, I don't like them type of women because listen,
if
you go and date 3 men, I better be the most one you interested in. Fuck that. Like, don't listen, man.
But you
reciprocate the energy.
But you would be texting 3 people. I'm not your girlfriend.
Okay, but I'm saying like, and they don't have to deal with that shit. Somebody's getting left on red if you texting 3 motherfuckers. Somebody's, I can't do it Sunday. I'm had to hit you up this day. Right. I want to be the nigga that's call and be like, all right, I need to see you Thursday. All right.
Okay.
And then you cancel with Raheem and you can chill with me.
I really feel like men, because when I express this to men, and y'all date different girls. Guys that are single and y'all just so happen to end up in a relationship after you told me you didn't want to be in one, you end up, during your vetting process, you ended up being in a relationship with the one you end up liking the most. But when women do it, I think that men think that like she trying to get free food out of me, she trying to use me and stuff like that. We can go on free dates, like, but y'all not creative enough to think of stuff to do that's fun for free. Not you. You might be creative. But it's so much fun stuff to do. Like, I could be going to the gym with you. Like, we could be meeting up at the gym, like doing yoga classes together.
Gym dates are dope.
That's so dope. Like, we could go get freaking insomnia together, yoga, super cheap stuff. But men think it has to be a restaurant.
No, and I like what you're saying, and I preach this all the time because we have a lot of young listeners, and they hype on this like their influence is rappers.
Right.
That's the biggest influence to them, and they feel like they have to live up to something and do this and do that. And we talk about this shit all the time, and I tell them, listen, it's cool to do certain shit, but in moderation. And nigga, my whole slogan is like flex occasionally.
Right.
Like that, you can't do that type of shit. So it's like everybody don't get Del Frisco's.
And
you
that's
can't do that shit. Yeah, like we can go take little walks in the park and shit.
But that girl see you and she want to go to Del Frisco's.
But my thing about, and she can go to Del Frisco's, but if I was going there prior to meeting you, I'm not watering down my lifestyle for you. Like, I'm eating at Eddie V's on happy hour by myself anyway.
Right.
So you're not coming in here trying to consistently give me cheap ass dates. I wasn't doing it by myself.
What you were saying is like, that's a girl that really like you. Like, I posted one time like, man, it's a great day for like a water ice date.
Yeah.
In my DM. Yeah, you broke ass will say.
And one thing I know is a lot of these guys don't be broke. They just don't see the value in spending money on you.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And that's cool.
Why I gotta keep spending money? Why I gotta keep spending money on you? When do it get reciprocated though? Like, when are you gonna say, let's do, now you saying let's leave with a free date. Now you should say, all right, if I spent money on you yesterday, today you should be like, okay, he did spend, you ain't gotta count my pockets, but he did spend this, we had a nice time. Let me take him to go get, you could take me to go get a water ice or go get something smooth. Let's go get some hookah, whatever the case may be, something cheap. But why you not saying that? Why I gotta keep?
That's the thing though, because people, like, I don't know what guys, because there's girls out here that do those things. Like I said, like before I was in a relationship and I was dating, in order for the person I'm talking to know that I'm interested, I'm asking him, do you mind if I take you somewhere this weekend? Because I don't want you to feel like I'm playing you because I'm dating other people. So I'm making sure I'm reciprocating. But right now, I'm not sure if I want to be in a relationship. I want to just pace myself, take my time. Why are men investing any time in women who don't reciprocate from the beginning?
Oh, that's a good.
Can I like make you lunch tomorrow, even if I don't got no money to take you where you took me?
That's what I be telling him.
Can I make lunch for you?
That's good, but why?
He calls me petty. I cuss him off.
Yeah.
We ain't even making it that far.
Because it's women out here that really, when it comes to my man, I really carry it for my man because I love him and I care about him. And I've been carrying it like that from the beginning because of how he carried it for me. Women out here earn men by a lot, especially black women. So if you like to date black women, it's no reason why you should be dating a broke black woman. That's your choice. That's literally what you're deciding to do. So if you got somebody on your line that's constantly begging, asking for money, don't bring nothing to the table. Sad day for you. Sad Saturday for you.
I want you to stop going to bars trying to get little Betty and them, little Nene and them. Like, bro, we can go to different spots.
Like, it's a bunch of girls that are, listen, women
Doing
out here
their
are really
thing.
carrying it.
But so why they still want to spend my money? I want to spend their money. When he said, give me your money.
Listen, like I definitely, like I said, like, do I really like you like that? Or is you doing too much? It's been guys where it's though, like, I feel like when I meet you in the beginning, you doing so much so fast that like
You don't have a chance to.
You don't have, you leading with money. So that's what I'm liking from you. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you ain't lead with personality. Like, before I got in a relationship, it was other guys that was leading with money and my man was leading with personality and just, I know she got a lot going on. You want me to help pack orders? Like, you want to just hang out for the day? Like, just super personality stuff. He was leading with money too, but that wasn't the basis of why I liked him.
You knew he wasn't broke.
I knew he wasn't broke. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Right, but you knew he was doing it for good intentions.
Right.
Instead of,
The other men, I felt like they were hiding their insecurities behind what they had.
Coming off on all money is just corny.
Just so corny. Like,
I got a question for that though, for you. So you think that people was trying to talk to you because like you were like getting popular in the city, or do you like think they was like just trying to talk to you to say, oh, I was messing with Maui the writer? Did you get any of that like since you come up and just being there, like you like kind of like a social media like did you see that? Like how was you like able to like defer that like from a guy from like that like you and then you feel like he was on bullshit?
Okay, so for one, I wasn't really dating in my city. Like,
damn.
Like, I would talk to people in my city, but I wasn't out here running around with people.
About to go on tour. We gonna get into that.
Like, I wasn't running around here with people in my city. Like, even before I was in a relationship, the other people I was dating they lived in other states. Like, but I'm always traveling.
Right.
That's why, like, you really can't base your experiences on your neighborhood or your city because, like, there's probably a lot of girls that really fuck with you, but they down in Florida or somewhere. Like, they probably is begging for a good stepdad. Pay for daycare for the rest of the year.
I like it.
But I definitely feel like, yeah, I feel like because in Philly it's small and everybody know each other, and me preferring to live like more of a private life of people not in my business and just not putting my life all on social media. That's like hard. I wouldn't want to run around with people in the city anyway. Right. Just because like that's just I like to just lead a life that's just more like if you know you know. I'm not for Instagram. Y'all could get poems and advice and stuff like that, but like I'm not.
You know they looking at them likes.
Like if you know who
like her shit, I think he like 3 pictures.
Right.
Oh yeah, I think he fuck with her. Hold on,
and that's
wait.
how y'all should put 2 and 2 together. Ooh. Who's in my comments and who liking stuff, not because it's all paraded on Instagram, because my validation is inside of my household. I know my man would do anything for me.
There you go.
Not because he posted me on Instagram.
There we go. Get into it. That's what I'm talking about. I needed to hear that.
But he does post me on Instagram.
Oh, he do?
Here and there. He love me though. He can't help it.
Oh.
That's good.
That's a good job.
So I think that was a good question though.
Yeah, because I feel like when certain people like we be talking like a stuff, you be like, oh, that's such and such. Oh man, I'm gonna try to go on her DM. Damn, well, such and such. Like, come on, man. Just because somebody popping or what on Instagram, that don't mean nothing. Because I done met a lot of fly bums,
right?
And people that ain't got no money. They got 25,000 followers and so forth. They don't even got no car. They ain't got no. They live at home with their mom. And it's just like.
But that's on social media. You could be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's why the internet world, it don't really mean nothing. Like, you get to log on. Like, I see people that I know in real life that you need to log off and go just be yourself.
But it take like a certain like age to realize that. That's why I be saying, like, I be trying to tell the younger people, please don't get caught up in that shit. Yeah, we hit social media at a certain time, so we was like old enough to know, and we still was young to where like you thought motherfuckers really was doing this stuff. But now it's like, y'all can't fool me.
Right.
I know y'all ain't got it. I done seen some of y'all houses. I'm sorry.
Listen, and that's the truth though. Social media will just feel like oh my gosh, I'm just so broke and need to go get a BBL. I need to go bust a trap. I need to go get me a Cuban link chain, a watch, a better car. Like, it would just make you feel just worthless.
The niggas with the chains ain't even got no cars.
We
Listen.
ain't gonna get into that.
Don't
I got no
like
cars.
I don't want the social media world, and even like what you were saying, like it's people that want to just talk to people that's popular. Like even if y'all continue on with y'all podcast and y'all blow up and stuff, it's people that's going to want to fuck with you off of the strength of I fuck with this boy from the podcast, just to go tell other people that shit, what y'all done did behind closed doors, or what your house look like, what car you drive, your personality. It was never based off of wanting to get to know you. It was all because of
what I could get out of him.
What I could get out of him in the social media image. Like she never wanted to get to know you from the beginning. I just want to talk to somebody that is known in the city and stuff like that. And a lot of people want to talk to who's popular.
That's weird as shit.
That's so weird.
That's so weird. So yeah, stay on my DM, y'all. Cause my DM went through the roof since I did the podcast. I'm not answering no more DMs.
Nobody knows you. Nobody knows either one of us.
Yes, they do.
I really need you to relax.
They was talking to us the other day at Dish Day. We just was so drunk.
Those is random people. They don't know us. They lying. He let stuff go to his head.
No, I don't.
If somebody recognized you at Dish Day, then you felt good.
I always feel good. I know a lot of people though.
Oh,
I know
Them motherfuckers already knew him.
Yeah, they already know me. I know every fucking body.
Look. We want to talk about the tour life. You do got a tour coming up, right?
Yeah.
The tour is self-care.
Self-care and chill.
All right, so just
ready?
explain like the tour life shit and just that title. Wow, that title.
Well, that's what I feel like my life is revolved around, self-caring and chilling. That's why we here at 2 Sunday in the afternoon, early in the day, so I can continue on with my Sunday, relaxing, not really doing nothing like I was doing prior to joining you guys.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
So when I create these shows, like a lot of the show is based around people taking care of their mental health, like relationship advice, self-care, self-love. And I'm pulling up to different cities and I'm bringing the vibe to every city. And I bring poets with me and give them opportunities to like perform in different cities, to make money, to have a good time.
So do you feel like all right, so when you bring the poets out, are you the anchor, you bring it in? Or you do you always start it off? Like what would you prefer? Do you finish it off?
So my friend, he's the host. He's like my brother. Okay. And he's introducing everybody. Of course, I'm last because it's my show.
Right.
But it's so many great poets, and I'll put my submissions on my Instagram. People will put a submission in to perform at what city they want to go to. Yeah. If it's 300 submissions, I'm gonna look through every last one of them and pick who I feel like is super, super dope.
Wow.
That's why people love my shows, because they know I'm not just throwing together a random ass show and you falling asleep there.
Due diligence with this shit.
Right. Everybody is going to have you in there snapping, clapping, having a real good time.
That's good.
And I just love going on tour. I'm just so happy. And this is like my 4th time doing it.
Yeah. I remember when you did the small tour.
Yeah, it was,
I remember like your first like really show though was like in Delaware. We was like, oh shit. Like, there's a lot of people in here. Yeah, all women.
Yeah, it's so small. And now they're so much bigger. Like, I'm so excited because my New York show, a lot of my friends who haven't been here in like a couple years are able to see how the shows are on a bigger scale. Like, before I would just have it like in lounges and like little venues. Yeah, like small venues that could hold like maybe like 80 people. Like, now we can't be in venues no more. Like, we got to get city wineries and like music venues and stuff like that. And it makes me feel good that it's still people who care about poetry.
Why you say that like so humbly?
Yeah, like
what you mean?
I want you to poke your chest out.
Yeah, say it. You done stepped up a lot.
Oh yeah,
Big Maui.
I see it.
My name don't come up in no small conversation.
Yes,
You prefer the bigger stage though? Like, is it like you ever try to get a special? Why you ain't try to get like a special on Netflix?
No, we pitching stuff.
Yeah,
we got videographers that's coming on the road for us to pitch stuff, because same way people pitch comedy specials.
Right.
Like the stuff that go into putting tours together and doing all this stuff. Like even my commentary, like how it's really funny. Like everything is funny. Just seeing like how everything come to play. It's a good time. I think that people will really enjoy it. And yeah, it's fun.
That's good. You like the bigger stages though, not the small stages. You like the bigger ones.
Yeah, I like the bigger ones, but I still see the value in the smaller stages. Like, you see what I'm saying?
It's more one-on-one with the people.
It's more one-on-one. That's where I started, and I don't feel like the smaller stages build so much character. Like, you see what I'm saying? That's why I could say stuff super humbly.
Touch people.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's some people that have been with me since the smaller stages, and they come to the bigger shows, and they bring their old ass books, and they've been following me for years and stuff like that. I know how important that small stage was for me to be on the big one.
Right.
So I just don't want to be on the more smaller stages though.
Big dog.
Gotta get the money, baby. I love y'all. See y'all
Can't
later.
make that much money on a small stage.
Yeah. So look, we want to ask you some questions. People want to know like exactly what you mean when you say some of the stuff you say. I was looking at some of your stuff today. Let me see.
Probably always pop up on my time. Like girls be
wanna
posting
know.
and stuff. Just one you just had, they was viral.
I never followed her because they
That
said
was a
she
nice
bashed
one.
men.
Yo, it went viral. I saw every girl
And
posting it.
that was a poem that said, if you a king, you deserve to be catered to. But they're not going to talk about that.
They not.
Because that's a nice one.
Yeah, it was
So
a
they're
good
not
one.
gonna-
I see.
All right, so that's one of like the equal balance joints.
Yeah, like it's a
How
lot
do
of...
you know if he's the nigga king or not though?
But I in the poems, like I'm talking about qualities of this person. Like you see what I'm saying? And
Giving him his flowers.
I'm giving him his flowers because every guy is not a bad guy.
Right.
Like sometimes the woman is the bad person in the relationship. Sometimes the guy is the bad person. But it's up to you to stand on your boundaries to know that you deserve more. That I'm a king and this woman don't treat me like one. Like you said, you was like, I'm a man's man.
Yeah.
Okay, and why aren't you with somebody that values a man's
Exactly.
man?
They said that I bash women because I just speak out about the fucked up woman. Like I gotta let it be known that there are fucked up women because a woman leads with the soft voice, the pretty face, the soft skin. So it's like in front of the child, the man always gonna be the bad guy, no matter what. I learned that as I grew up and started talking to my dad. Oh, mom, you out of pocket for that shit. Yeah, I take my mom about a lot of shit. But that's just always gonna be the perception of the man. Like,
Right.
so let's see what you meant by this. I hope you don't destroy yourself while trying to heal them.
Right. It's not my job to clean up broken men. Like you should be enough. Like we are all adults. If you feel like it's a lot of stuff that you holding on from your childhood, you should go to therapy instead of me breaking my own heart, trying to get you to understand some shit about your childhood, trying to get you to communicate better, to open up your emotions. Like that's so emotionally hard for me to be doing that with you, and it's not fair.
How long do it take though? Because I'm sure it's like you going to try.
I'm going to try, but there's nothing wrong with trying if you see that man is trying to also. Like, you see what I'm saying? Not that I'm forcing you to communicate. I'm forcing you. You don't want the help. You don't want to do these things. And that's okay, because you might just probably with somebody else.
What's the biggest misconception you hear about yourself?
That I hear about myself? Ooh, I feel like nobody never asked me that before.
That's a good one.
That's really a good one.
Man basher.
Probably the man basher one, or like, yeah, probably me being a man basher, or like maybe people like judging me off of decisions that I made in the past and feel like I'm not listening to her. Like she done did this, or I know somebody
People
she
that
talked
might
to.
know you,
Yeah, that don't. At the end of the day, like I'm so transparent about things that I've done that can't nobody bring up shit to me that I haven't already brought up my own goddamn self or wrote in my own books that are bestsellers on Amazon. If anybody, if anybody would like to purchase.
How many
them.
books you got out?
I'm working on my 5th book. So if they're going to talk about me, they could probably write it out of a book.
Why do people do that? And I feel like it's in our community. When somebody reaches a certain status and they reach a certain tier, you gonna bring up anything from this person's past that you have on them to tear them down. And I'm not saying I'm taking up for no rappers that told on no people or whatever, but you see it in that rap culture. As soon as a motherfucker get big, we gonna tear him down.
Right.
He
The
told when he was
kid
8 years
Pop
old.
Hunter. Yeah, like he told when he was a fucking child. Your mom told you to go and fucking, you listening to your mom, you was a kid, you seen somebody, you witnessed a murder, bro.
Right.
And they tore the kid down, kid about to commit suicide and all that shit. Why in our community, especially you a woman, and it's like, that's what I'm saying, like, I don't bash women, I call them out on they bullshit. Girls is haters, bro. They, like, I'm sure you get a lot of support, but I know you got a lot of hate. And like you said, it's from people that fucking know you.
Right.
So like, why is it like that in our culture?
But I definitely feel like sometimes when people, like even if you're trying to give advice from your friends to your friends, they feel like they can't take advice from you because they know you personally. Like, I'm not, you took that girl back 2
fuck is
times. I
you?
can't listen.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? They want to humble people so bad because it's like, who the fuck are you when those things aren't happening for me? Like, or my life isn't going that way, or my circumstances are different. I feel like you said, sometimes it's jealousy, and then sometimes people don't realize how much they project their own insecurities onto other people. Because there's no reason why, like, I would be bringing up anybody's past, or he used to be a crackhead. Like, what do they have to do with him being the president right now? Like, me constantly bringing up, he used to smoke crack back in the day with my grandma.
He need to leave that dope alone.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Me being in my Section 8 living room, ain't nothing wrong with Section 8, judging somebody that's now the president of the United States, talking about how he used to be a crackhead. Like, what is that doing for my life? Except for me projecting.
Misery loves company, right?
Except for me wishing that was me.
But you could work just like I could work.
Right.
It's 24. Just what is the same 24 hours in
and
a day.
And that's the thing that I feel like people, that's really the common denominator of the people that's over here and the people that's over here is the work that they don't want to put in. So until you're willing to put in the same amount of work as somebody else, you can't talk about what you coulda, woulda, shoulda did. Like, because y'all all have the same 24 hours and you wasn't doing nothing with yours. Yeah. So it's really not fair for you to even do that. That person outworked you.
That's it.
So what you get more? So you get more love or hate, and how do you how do you receive this love and this hate? Because I seen you on Chad in the podcast. Shout out to Chad, realest podcast ever. And you said you be in them comments.
And share your own comments?
Yes.
I want to know if you in your own comments, because I would recommend to not respond to these people.
I literally get way more love. Like, I definitely am not a person that will be on social media talking about I have haters or anything like that. I feel like people literally love me so much. Like, they love me.
You're a real positive person.
Yeah, like, I definitely don't feel like people are walking like, I hate that bitch. You might hate the sound of my voice, maybe. Like, I can understand that. Or like, just hate the poems. But like, hate me, I'm pretty cool. Like,
you are, but they don't know you.
Yeah, but it would be weird for you to just not like me. But on the Shade Room comments, it's just so funny sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
You really indulge in that?
Yeah, here and there. Like, if I'm not doing nothing, I'd be
but I like to post like bullshit on the Shade Room. Like, I like to post like some bullshit that people gonna be mad about. Like, I like stirring up controversy. I like making people
like, I'm not being mean to people in the comments. Like, I'm just replying to other people's comments. Like, well, what made you think that was a good idea? Like, why are you on here being mean to other people? Like, I'm in the comments.
Because they're in their basement and they're not doing nothing with their life.
No matter how you flip it and dip it, though, I'm in the comments sometimes from my real page.
So
at least it's from your real page.
Right? And it's from my real page.
So where you get the most love from? You think you get it from Philly, or you get it from like everywhere else? Like, where you got the most love at? Since
Philly love me.
They love you.
Like, they love me, like, for real. Like, I'm not even going to sit on here and play with them like that. Like, because we just did a show at World Cafe Live. We did one at Punchline. We did, like, 3 shows back-to-back, 300 people, and they sell out super fast. So I'm not even about to play Philly like
they love you.
Yeah. But I know my audience. Like, you see what I'm saying? And the people who don't support me probably not my audience, so it's cool. Like, you're just not into what I got
going on.
Right. But under Philly, it's Cleveland.
Cleveland?
Yeah.
Cleveland.
So Cleveland, on a tour, we have back-to-back shows because it wasn't enough. We couldn't fit enough people in the space.
Cleveland?
Yes.
You LeBron James.
So, like, every city that's on the tour is where I'm well loved at. Like, the only place that I've never been to is St. Louis and Boston. But I haven't released those tickets yet to see if people love me there. I don't know. Right, but this was me sprinkling something new. But Cleveland, Philly, Baltimore, New York is probably...
So how you do it? Like, you just release tickets in these cities and like see most sales?
So most of the time, like, if I go on my website and I write Baltimore and I see that, like, oh, like, you shipped out 500 books this month to Baltimore. That's probably a place where I should have a show.
Okay.
Like, I judge it by book sales, or I'll just make a post saying what city should I come to, and we see who overpowers the comments, and that's where we're going to have the show. And then sometimes you'd be surprised, whereas they're like, Charlotte may not be in the comments because everybody's not on social media all day.
Right.
But Charlotte is big. So I know that if I have a Charlotte show, Charlotte will still sell out, but they're not really in the comments like that.
Yeah, like most of them down south artists like always gonna eat because it's down south. It's just so fucking big.
Right. And you got to think that, like, them kind of places is other surrounding areas that's drivable.
Yep.
So that everybody may not live in Charlotte, but Charlotte was only 45 minutes away from all these other little places.
This place, that place, this
right.
place. All right. Another question. So, who have gave you like notoriety that you wasn't expecting? Like somebody famous or something. Like you was like kind of shocked. Like, oh, they paying attention to my work. Like,
last 2 weeks ago.
Talk to her.
2 weeks ago,
yeah.
Kevin Gates. That's my favorite rapper.
Oh, okay. That's my favorite rapper, y'all. That's my favorite rapper.
That's my favorite rapper, and he posted my poem, and I wrote him back like, "Oh my freaking God, stop playing with me, bro." I didn't mean to call him bro,
That's love.
but like I was flabbergasted.
Did he respond back?
Yeah, I was like, "I love you so much. You're my favorite rapper," and he had responded back and was like, "Well, at least somebody loved me." I said, "You know what? I'm off the gram.
Can't tell me nothing
Have a
now.
good day."
Bro, that's like LeBron James reposting us. Oh my God, I'm going to pass the fuck out.
My sister called me. I said, "I'm off the clock today. Don't call me no more."
That's like a
So,
super
like other
hype
people,
experience.
right? Like other people have posted me before, like in celebrities and stuff, like reposted it. But since that's my favorite rapper, that meant the most to me. That was sentimental value to me.
That was dope.
Because I've been listening to him for so long.
Right.
And I know when he reposted me, he's seen all the little reposts I ever did since 2014 or something. I've always like going to concerts and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You can see that.
Yeah. You can see when somebody sent you something old, right?
Oh shit, yeah, you can.
I'm at concerts by myself because
Kevin Gates.
I ain't got no friends to listen to.
Yeah, he really was listening to Kevin Gates like that?
Oh shit.
So I ain't had
He
no.
was pretty like a violent motherfucker.
Yeah,
back then.
right. He was right.
You one of them girls that, man, turn that gangster shit on. Nigga, I
think
want to
the
listen to
first-
Mary J.
I think the first concert that I had went to from him was like over in Jersey, like some type of like Wiz Khalifa, like Smoke Fest thing. And like he wasn't like a headliner. Like he was just,
was probably just starting then.
yeah, like he was smaller. Janae Aiko was. Like it was just
I
like,
love Janae.
I think the headliners was Wiz and Snoop. It was their festival and
Oh,
everybody.
that's when they did that back in Devon thing. Probably around
we
that
was
time.
we was in the grass. Like it was some type of Smoke Fest or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And I'm like, wow, this is so fun. And it made me realize when you go to his concerts, you don't need to go with somebody.
Really?
Because everybody in there is so hyped with you.
If you go to the right concert, you're going to just vibe.
Yeah.
It's just
Rolling
a
Loud.
great vibe.
Yeah,
I
I've never-
wouldn't go Rolling Loud is for fucking kids. I feel like I ain't going to that. I don't want to be around
I've never
that
been. I
many
don't think I
people.
would go to a festival.
Yeah, I can't do a festival.
I went to Made in America last year.
Would you do a festival?
Would I have my own festival?
Are you on a Roots picnic?
No, I feel like I should be.
I do too. I
Thanks.
just thought about that. Yeah, you're not on a Roots picnic?
No, but it's okay. I'm not offended.
You want to have your own picnic.
Yeah.
That's how we do
Self-care
it.
picnic.
There we go. There we
Self-care,
go.
baby.
That's what we here for.
Yeah, self-care.
Go ahead.
Oh.
She don't drink or none, so we can't get her lit, y'all. So y'all,
we getting a sober Maui.
But back in the day, I used to love me a shot of Hennessy.
I know I heard. They told me.
Who told you?
Come on, man. I don't reveal my sources. I ain't get it. I ain't gonna
I
judge
used to
you.
be. Listen, I used to be at the bars back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
What? Maybe
Say no.
the year was 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
So what? We get drunk. So what? We smoke weed.
I'm leaving the bar. I would leave the bar when the bar is closing.
That's too late.
Yeah.
People get shot at them times.
It was just a fun.
She learned her
time.
fucking lesson. You see what time she made us wake up at 8 in the morning. Bro, we ain't never do a podcast at 8 in the fucking morning, man.
I'm like, the earlier the better. He talking about house 2:45. I'm like, that's not really early, but okay.
What time you at? 11 o'clock?
That's what Tom Chad had me there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, I was there at 10:40.
And Chad was late.
Yo, and she be on time
She did
too.
for us.
Yo, man,
I was just
listen.
sitting in my car listening to music.
Yo.
So all y'all people that think y'all important and want to come late, come on with the bullshit, man. Maui came here on time. She was here before Mark.
She was here before you.
You invited her. You supposed to be on time.
He's the source of contact, so he was supposed to be on
He
time.
on some bullshit.
I got here at 2:45.
Man,
He was
whatever.
supposed to be 15 minutes early.
But so another question. So what do you like more? Like, so do you like making poems or do you like speaking on mental health to people? Like, what do you like more? What is like your more rush, like as an artist and stuff? Like, what do you feel like you touch the people more as your poems, writing books, or like speaking, just speaking? Because I've seen you just speak to the people.
Right.
So it's
And
like,
what, the stuff that really go viral is just me having a conversation. Like the poem, I don't really write poems as often as I used to.
oh,
Even though like I had the poetry shows, a lot of them is like older poems, and a lot of my poems was rooted in heartbreak, and I'm not heartbroken. So
no more.
No more.
Okay.
So like I don't really write poems about my man that often because if I did, it would be a bunch of pick me poems. People would be like, she's a pick me all day long because I just love you so much. Nobody want to hear that. They want to hear something that they want to hear something that they can relate to. So I definitely feel like maybe I like the talking and the writing books. Probably writing the books the most.
You like writing the books? Mm-hmm. Don't that take a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to get into the process of that because it might be like some young, inspiring woman that might want to write a book. So explain the process of that.
So, for one, I'm not sitting I'm writing with a pencil and a piece of paper. Okay. And when I'm done, I'm going to put it on my laptop.
Hey, what?
I'm not sitting at a laptop writing my book.
She old school.
I'm old school. Okay.
So you done killed the composition book.
I have my first composition book from the first time I wrote a book. So I'm writing my book and I'm making a schedule on when I'm going to write that's not affecting the things I need to do in my household.
Right.
So I'm going to start writing maybe at 12 o'clock at night or 2 in the morning when everybody sleep. Because I can't not cook dinner because I want to be writing a book.
Right. How long do it take you to write? How long do it take you to write a book?
So I start.
Honestly.
So it depends on me. Like you see what I'm saying? The
If
results.
you in the mode?
Yeah, the results depend on how the amount of work that you're willing to put in.
Okay.
So I might write 1 page today, but if I wanted to, I could get like 10 pages out. Like
Really?
if I was in here quietly. But
You ever do some rapper shit and then write a whole book in a day?
so my first book, I wrote my first book in like 2 weeks. But like
That's short.
This
Like,
was this was like turn my phone off. Like don't call my phone. My third book,
Wow.
it was like maybe like it took me 20 days, but turn my phone off. Like while you're not getting my hair done, FaceTime me, I'm looking crazy. You about to 302 me. Like I'm up to I'm looking crazy in the house. But writing it and then finding the flow of like this should be the beginning, this should be the middle, like build them up and stuff like that. This is how we gonna end it and like wrap it up. Like
Right.
because it's not. I feel like the hardest part about writing a book is telling a story. The same way with a movie.
Okay.
Like you got to wrap this up at the end. Like you can't just be like, okay, the end.
So, now some people say start from the back. I remember a lot of people say they write from the back. Then
You want to so crazy? I don't write from the back, but if I'm about to read a book, I read the last page. I'm just I ruin shit like that.
so why you so you don't write your books like that? Like,
But I ruin it. Like every book that I read the last page.
like start it off like so you already know what happened at the end.
Yeah.
And then go back into the front.
And then, but even if you called me and you told me, like my girlfriend, she called me and told me that she went to go see Creed, and she told me what happened, and it didn't make me not want to go see Creed. I want to see it for myself now. I'm still going to go see Creed. So, hey y'all. So I'm still going to go see it. It didn't affect me in no way.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna write a book. Can I write a book?
You should.
So
Look at all these people on Instagram selling the course, right? Selling the ebook.
please.
I'm pretty sure you got how to pay for daycare for somebody that you
I'm gonna write a book on that.
for $9.99.
Yeah, that's what and how to trick and how to fly girls out.
See?
That's what he keeps saying I do. I don't do these things, Maui.
You could co-parenting.
Yo, he put a kid through daycare for a year. You think he don't fly
Did you
girls
see
out?
my face when you said that?
Yeah, she's like, I can't believe
I was
this.
flabbergasted.
Yeah, she knew the good mark. I was good. I was fresh home. I was good.
You was just a great guy.
I am. I'm still am.
The world needs more people like that.
But people don't appreciate that.
The right person you have not found the right person to appreciate it.
How many people I gotta go through?
I don't know what kind at the end of the day, I don't know what kind of people you are
he just fucked them
dating,
up.
but
He said I gotta stop meeting them in the bars. So I meet them in the bars.
is that where you meet majority of the girls?
No, I don't meet girls in the bar. Don't
I
believe
want you to give him some advice. On,
Yeah, I need a lot of advice.
Is he really
on
meeting
dating.
girls in the bar?
No.
He meet. Listen. This is where it go wrong, right? I try to tell him. You see how you try to tell your friends things, and he just think I'm just like a bad guy, so he don't listen
He
to
a
me.
fucking jerk.
He meet bottom of the barrel bitches,
Okay.
bottom of the barrel spots. I tell him, bro, you got the type of money to expand your horizon. You don't have to play these type of spots. I'm telling him to go down to the W. You can meet a nice little woman
The
then.
W is not the same. That shit is ratchet. But go ahead.
I get what he was saying though.
But you going to bottom of the barrel places, and you're never going to meet different types of women if you go into these spots. And then he think that they're not going to try to extract every fucking resource possible from him. So give him some
They need a
advice.
bill paid in the first week.
And then like the reciprocating the energy type shit is like, The girl he. All right, I ain't gonna kill him. I ain't gonna kill him too crazy.
Because the girl you talk to, like they listen. They listen to the podcast. I'm sure.
Watch the podcast.
Yeah, but this all fake. We be lying on her.
Somewhat.
Nice save.
Yeah. Lying like I'm married with 6 kids. No,
but you definitely need to explore your horizons on where you meet women, especially when you think about the type of woman you would want to be with and like what you want her to bring to the table. Do you feel like you meeting her at the bottom of the bear bar?
I don't believe it's where you meet somebody at though. Stop fucking laughing. He's a fucking jerk. Cause people always ask me, I don't want to tell what I do, but everybody know what I do. I drive a bus.
Okay.
So people always ask me, yo.
Like accept the bus? Mm-hmm. Ooh, we accept the business benefits. Okay.
Bullshit. But they be like, yo, you ever meet a girl on a bus? And I'm like, fuck no, they don't even got $2. Like, it's like, it's fucked up to be like that, but it's like, I'm already judging you.
Why don't you try to get a different route and ride through the suburbs?
I did all that. They don't have no money. Don't nobody got no money for
But
something.
I would assume that some of the people on the bus in the city don't want to park there.
And you would think that, but it's just like, you're catching a bus. Like, I feel like you slumming.
What?
I don't know. But
see, that's fucked up. That's a fucked up way of thinking.
But I'm just saying, I be like, I don't feel like I can meet my soulmate on the bus.
Have you met your soulmate with your tactics that you've been using now?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I thought I did until about 2 weeks later, and then this shit just.
Okay, so it's a possibility that she could be in the bus. And where you hanging out the most is probably where you meeting these girls.
No.
Where you meeting them at? On Hinge?
He date girls that's shaking that shit, smoking hookah.
And he know you telling the truth. That's why he laughing.
I hate him.
Is this the truth? What kind of wholesome woman are you meeting?
And your girls eat pork bacon.
now
you've crossed the line.
Yeah,
A few days before Ramadan, he's crossing the line.
I want to eat them yammers though.
Oh my God, bro. You got to tighten up. Go ahead.
No, but I feel like I really don't determine. I don't really feel like where you meet a person that is going to determine how you act. I feel like I could meet a girl in a bar and I could meet a nice woman. You never know. She could be a lawyer, a doctor in a bar. You never know.
You never know, but at the same time, like if I was a lawyer or a doctor, it's certain bars I'm just not going to. Not that it's like no shade on any of those. It's just certain places that you're never going to see.
Sometimes you got to think you too good for certain shit.
But honestly, like think about it. Like think about all the people. Like I don't want to say like put it in like in bad terms, but think about anybody that's like ever made it like super famous. Mm-hmm. What's the first thing they always say? We want to get back to our roots. We want to go to the hood. You never know. Like it could have been somebody that grew up in the hood and just sometimes might have want to be in a hood bar at a moment.
No, I'm never going to know because I ain't going back. What the fuck is you talking about?
You gonna go back?
You out your fucking mind, nigga. I barely go back now. And I ain't even made it. I ain't made it no fucking way.
Did you just say we want to get back to our roots? No. Go back to the bar?
So nigga, I can donate through a foundation. I ain't gotta fucking come see y'all. I don't want to touch the baby.
But you know a lot of people do that though. They go back. They be like.
They go back to their neighborhoods and they like walk around. Like they don't go to.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. Like some people like try to slum. Like I'm not saying they got to be like super like up, but I'm just saying like some people really like to get back to their roots. Like you ever seen like you've been around like a bunch of people that's like uptight. You like I can't be around this so much longer. I got to get back to.
I want to go back to my grandma's house around my cousins.
Yeah,
right.
Some people really do that. So now I might catch you in traffic. What happens? You might be coming down 52nd Street. I might meet you. I'm just saying it's possible. So it don't always be where you meet them at. It's just I don't know.
So look. Y'all both can answer this because Mark just fucked up dating.
Yeah,
he's had a lot of bad.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. I'm traumatized.
So it's like I'm sure y'all been through a lot relationship wise. Like, what advice would y'all give to y'all younger self?
Oh my gosh.
Maui can go first.
I think my younger self, my mom used to always say, don't be worried about them boys. They not going to go nowhere. And she wasn't lying because they're just still here. I just see them all the time. But when you think about how long you've been dating the opposite sex or having sex or relationships, it's been like
some girls the same sex would go ahead.
Yeah. Whatever sex y'all into. It's been since like middle school of like you liking the opposite sex to your adult life. You've had no successful relationships, like really.
I think when middle school was the best relationship ever. Y'all wasn't having sex, so it was the best. Well, some people
when, like y'all just enjoy hanging out.
Yourself.
Like if I was talking to my younger self, I would just tell my younger self to focus on herself and go to school.
Right.
Like go to school. not have a baby, drop out of school, wait till your son turn 8, go back to school. Like, damn. Just go to school the first time and you went and had to drop out. Because the boys ain't going nowhere.
Damn.
And my mama was right.
She was right.
She ain't right about much. But that right there, she was
I gotta
right.
stop getting the toxic shit. I don't know.
You probably like toxic women though.
Not technically, but if I was younger, I don't know. I think, yeah, I would have. I don't know. My younger self with women, I was always a good guy though. Always had
That's
like.
all you keep saying. Why don't none of the
I think you
relationships
should be
work
a
out?
bad guy.
I think I should be a jerk. I think I would be a different guy right now.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh.
Yeah. So we love.
And what's your sign?
Capricorn.
He lied.
Oh.
That's what that means.
Oh, he a liar now.
I know Virgos and I know Capricorns.
No, I'm not a liar.
Capricorns really be my most successful friends though.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah.
He don't lie, but I got
My
a lot of
girlfriend,
Capricorns.
she
They
a
lie like
Capricorn
motherfucker.
and she a scientist.
She a
She a
scientist.
scientist.
She a forensic
Who, the
scientist.
Mariah girl? Never mind.
No, like I feel like all my Capricorn friends are super successful. And all my Virgo friends, like y'all just don't have no relationship success.
No,
I don't never have relationship sex. I suck.
My worst relationship was a Virgo.
Really? Why? What did he do? Wait, when was his birthday? His September or August Virgo?
September.
Oh yeah, they bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, they different. Yeah, August Virgos.
They better.
Yeah.
I don't like them. They just don't give it.
Yeah. I
No
gotta stop
offense to
being-
you.
I gotta stop being a nice guy.
That ain't
Just
it.
being, this is,
There's no razzle dazzle with Virgos for me. Maybe you don't got razzle dazzle.
I do. I'm spontaneous. I do everything a girl want.
you ain't got
don't
no
got
razzle dazzle.
There's no razzle dazzle. That's what it is, y'all. I don't got a razzle
That's a
dazzle.
razzle dazzle.
What
that,
the
like,
fuck is razzle dazzle?
you just need a razzle little
You know,
dazzle.
you gotta spark it up. Razzle dazzles. That was like, that's an old head. That's an
What's
old head term.
razzle
That's an
dazzle?
old head
Like,
term.
Spark it up sound like Mr. Nasty Time.
No.
Razzle dazzle, like I feel like now,
Spice it up.
no.
Right?
'Cause no.
Wait, what
You
the fuck
probably
is
be doing too much too fast. Like I could curse on here.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like you don't
know
get
who
no,
you with.
sometimes it's given like you might be doing too much too fast. Like you don't get no bitches, and I'm the only person you talk to, and it's overwhelming to me.
Ooh. No. Because I'm not pressed over no coochie.
That don't mean nothing. But like you might be doing nice stuff, and
You
you
let
know
them
sometimes
hoes know
super
you
nice
like 'em
stuff is
too much.
annoying when you don't like the person back. So now it's just giving like
But tell me that. Why we wasting time?
Cause the bitch ain't gonna turn down no gifts.
I ain't giving out no gifts from the rip, though.
Nigga, I ain't turning down no gifts. I don't give a fuck what a bitch look like. I'm taking that.
So maybe that's something that you need to think about. Dang, am I doing too much too fast?
I don't think so.
And she not reciprocating nothing?
I don't think that. I ain't doing all that.
Now, I don't want
only-
people to listen and think that you a sucker or anything.
They already know you're sucker.
Thanks to him, he think I just they
He
think
flew the girl to Maui.
What? You flew somebody to Hawaii? Hawaii expensive. You loved her.
No, we good.
And it didn't work out. Didn't. Okay.
I was gonna take somebody to Costa Rica, but she canceled on me.
She can't.
The only thing I would do differently, like tell my younger self, is just pull out more. So
You got kids?
He got 10.
yeah,
He got 10 kids.
it is what it is. I
Yeah.
made some mistakes. You feel me? I'm still.
You don't got 10 kids.
I ain't got no STDs.
How many kids
That's
you got?
why
for
you
real?
got to think about like the good. I take the good with the bad. Like, You feel me? I ain't get burnt from none of the situations, but I learned.
You being sarcastic.
I'm dead serious. He lying. I ain't got 10. I got 8.
That's no fucking better.
Bro, stop.
With six
Yeah.
baby, with six baby moms.
Stop.
He don't got 8 kids.
Look. We got ex hers and stuff. We got to put her on the hot seat because she's trying to.
Oh, he changing the subject. He probably do got 8 kids.
How many baby moms? 6. All right, my fault. I'm telling you business. My fault. I'm a bad friend. Go ahead.
It's better to start when you start at a higher number. The 8 don't sound bad because it's not 10, but it's still 8.
That's how you get them. What type of question? You got any questions for us?
Is y'all in a relationship? Are y'all looking to be in one? Because this was a relationship kind of episode.
I just don't want to get.
Only because you was here, but go ahead.
I don't want to get married, but I would love to be in a relationship. I don't want to get married.
Do you want to get married?
The fuck?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm open to anything. It'd be some days I'll be like, man, fuck these bitches. Then it'd be some days I wake up, I'll be in a great mood. Like, man, I want a girl. I ain't gonna
Right.
hold you. Like, I woke up sick. I'm like,
With
yo, this would
nobody.
be good. Yeah, like I need like a hug or something. Yeah, like sometimes it's just good to feel some love and just get your shoulders rubbed.
What's some things that you missed about being in a relationship?
home cooked meals.
You be hungry?
House clean. I like to be catered to. Like
Sound like a mom.
fuck. For my bed made. Clean the bathroom.
That's the shit my mom used to do. Nigga, all I gotta do is call my mom for all that shit you just said. My mom would do all
You
that.
want to move back home with your mom?
My mom live in Houston. I ain't going to Houston.
What's some stuff you miss?
Yeah, just to be loved.
I ain't been in a relationship since 2012, so I don't know. I don't even remember what that shit feel like.
What you been doing since 2012?
Fuck it.
He lying. I just have a good time. Like, I'm like a fun guy. Like, I'm the guy you have fun with.
I'm the fun one.
Until you ready to find like the person. Like, I'm the
You
nigga.
like the rebound guy?
Yeah, like I'm the nigga you gonna call. Man, this nigga got me fucked up. Where you at? I'm about to come over there.
Okay.
He
Like I'm that guy.
He the rebound pussy.
I can give you advice and shit like that, but I'm not really like getting too close to situations.
But right now you're sick and you don't have nobody to care for you.
I'm gonna call my mom when I leave here. I'm cool.
So what's some advice that y'all would give to women? That would help them benefit into picking better men?
Help a woman pick a better man.
My whole all right.
You
I
got
feel
years
like
experience of singleness and
That's
meeting
a
women.
lot.
I feel like women should let their guard down a little more. Stop putting so much pressure on men. Like, these are not traditional men. I can't change a tire. Like, I'm not a traditional man. So like, women be expected like traditional men. We didn't come up like that. I'm the type nigga, I call a smoker to fix a tire. Oh my God. So it's like,
He not lying though.
first of all, change your expectations of a man. So stop putting so much pressure on us. Let your guard down a little bit. Stop coming and first of all, you stop trying to be a man. There's a lot of women that think they men. Or like, oh, I'm just, or like
independent.
they carrying certain burdens on them. Cause a lot of women that I meet have children and it's like they've been, like the guy that they had the kid by is not doing what he's supposed to do. So she, you know, like she having that, single parent type thing. And a lot of women, I don't like that they do this. It's like, all right, you a single mom, that's nothing to like promote. It's something to endure. I'm a single mom. I'm doing what I gotta do.
Like not a
but
badge
it's
of
not
honor.
but bitch, it ain't a good thing. Like the nigga left you.
You're right.
So
Well, he never was there.
stop bringing these like little burdens into situations. My whole thing is like, just stop putting certain burdens on men. Because a lot of these men are soft and weak. They have frail egos. They've been through a lot. They seeing what other people doing, especially if you're a pretty woman and you get a lot of attention. He might be insecure about what other men can do for you.
gonna do it 10
You
times
might
more.
not even be paying that guy no mind, but in his head, he can't compete with that.
Is this you included?
No, I don't care about none of that stuff.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of people talk to me because I don't know why. They just think
But what he said too is similar, like how you said in the beginning, like women leading with money.
Yeah, don't. That's real big. That's what they need to stop doing. Leading with money. Like, show a guy that
girls don't leave with no damn money.
Do you think
No,
you like
not
even what
you-
you're saying, like with the hyper independent women? Do you feel like when you meeting some of the women, like you said with the single moms, is giving off the like I don't need your ass.
Yeah,
I
they
pay
do
all my
that.
bills.
I
I got my own car.
it's not that they lead. It's not like really they saying that they don't need you. It's like they saying like I got my own, so I still want to spend your money, but nigga, I can turn this around at any time. Like that's the attitude a lot of women got. Like they so cocky. They
Right.
got their attitudes are so cocky now and so arrogant. Like women are like the new men. They're arrogant and they like, nigga, I'm making 100,000 a year. What you making 50? Yeah, I want to go to a date. I want to go to Dutch Frisco's, but guess what? I could fly a boat, some shit like that. Like so it's just like they got to turn their masculinity down a little bit. Like they shit is like
the chick's too masculine, bro.
yeah, they too like aggressive now. Like
Be like grandma.
yeah, grandma.
But you just
grandma
said
was
that-
submissive to everything.
But you don't know how to change a tire, and you want me to be like your grandma.
But I don't
Your
want you to
grandpa
be able to change the
tires.
tires either. Let me call
The smoker.
what you say, the smoker. Yeah, he gonna
It
change
don't,
this for both of us.
listen to me. I'm gonna get it done just in a different way.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for it.
But how? Okay. Cause sometimes, like, I feel like if I have to outsource and go get another man to do something.
Whoa.
See, you going too far.
Whoa.
You said, hold on now, you going too far.
Whoa.
Listen, you ain't gonna get the nigga to do it because it's probably somebody you used to talk to.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna, even if I gotta get 3 guys to look at it, and the first 2 fuck it up. You ain't getting your guy. He might be the best nigga in the city. You ain't getting it. Fuck that. She was fucking that nigga. She ain't getting it. But we gonna go through
find
me.
a guy.
Yeah, I'm stubborn like that.
So I still would feel like you handled me having a flat
I
tire.
handled that shit.
No matter what, however it get done, I got it.
You're
done.
gonna do it.
I might not do it with my hands, but somebody else's hands that I paid them to do.
So basically, ladies, just turn down the masculinity. That's all.
And I feel like when we are certain that the person that we in a relationship with could show up for us, we could turn it down because I trust you. I trust that you're going to show up for me. I don't want to be hard, but because I'm not certain that you're going to show up, I have to show up for myself because you are unreliable. You're not dependent. And you can't even change a tire. But if you got a smoker, that's cool.
I want to know how you deal with cheating. Is cheating a deal breaker for you? And how do you deal with cheating?
That's not funny. Why is you laughing?
I'm not gonna lie, like you look kind of like
she rough.
I look cut and dry, like you cheat, get out.
No, you look like a punk.
Oh, she like a pushover.
I look like a pushover.
Or you were. Go ahead.
I feel like it depends on the dynamics of the cheating. Because I'm not gonna make it seem like I've been cut and dry and like if somebody cheated on me, I left. I don't like emotional cheating. Like, but if you went to Miami and you told me that like you got drunk and fucked somebody, I feel like that's more forgivable than me going in your phone and seeing that you were living a completely different life. Like building something emotional with somebody, like you were literally taking somebody to doctor's appointments, like y'all cooking dinner. Like that's really emotionally invested into a situation.
Pocket.
That's out of pocket.
You don't got, no girl got worried about that one.
Right.
You think a guy having a baby on a girl is like the ultimate?
So I'm not nobody's stepmom.
Baby and STD.
Babies, STDs,
But that's what
like
I'm
those
saying,
are like
like,
those things I'm not coming
The
back for.
traditional woman, y'all ain't see fences. Denzel took the baby back to his wife. He said, Rose, listen, this baby ain't got no mama. Her mom died. Rose, I need you to take care of this baby, Rose.
I didn't see it. I ain't see it.
She said, I'm going to take care of this
She took
fucking
care
baby.
of
She took care of that baby. And that's what Kirk Franklin was saying. We need more traditional names like Rose and Madeline.
My name ain't Rose.
Bootsy and Betsy and shit like that. Betsy, remember Betsy? Everybody know Betsy.
Barbara Jean.
Barbara
Jean.
Bernadette. That was my name. I had
Bernadette.
They need them type woman.
Barbara.
Barbara Jean is like that Krishan Rock girl. She used to fuck Uncle Chauncey up, and then they in the hospital together. She taking care of that nigga. They home the next morning.
That's like the most toxic shit ever.
You have a baby, you STD, I'm leaving you. That's it. Cheating.
So you would take your man back after a night in Vegas.
This is how I'm looking at it, right? Why am I if my man had one night in Vegas and he had sex with somebody, why am I